I'm Edmund Capparelli. I'm from the University of California, San Diego, Division of Pediatric Pharmacology and Drug Discovery. I am director of the Pharmacometrics Core for the Pediatric Trials Network. So pharmacometrics is the science of applying quantitative measurements to drug action, and as well as disease. So it tries to quantify what the body does to the drug in terms of the time course and the sorts of drug levels that we get, what the drug levels mean in terms of action, what concentrations have what effects, and it also links in with, in a mathematical format, disease changes. So clearly the reason we give drugs is to try and impact in a favorable way disease, and so in that sense it integrates those so that we can apply math and in a sense do projections based on different patient factors. It is a relatively new field. It is a sort of an expansion off of what had classically been called the pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics analyses, with better computing capabilities as well as this great amass of knowledge linking what we know sort of at a very simple measurement level in terms of a blood pressure change with a drug and a dose, getting that more towards modifying the entire disease, how we can prevent cardiovascular disease, for instance. That sort of global approach to incorporate disease into what had been traditionally PK and PD modeling makes up pharmacometrics. Well, because we're often looking at sort of new therapies in new populations, we really do a lot of leveraging from existing information in other populations. So the Pharmacometrics Core works to extract information from the literature in terms of what we know about the PK of the drug, the PD of the drug, as well as the disease, and then try and project out what sort of dosing recommendations one would make, and that is really linked into trial design. If we think the best dose is going to be 5 milligrams per day, we want to make certain that when we look at all of the existing information that is truly the case. And it also helps inform us in terms of the study design, in terms of who to include and what to measure and when to measure it. It starts obviously with the study design and helping make certain that the studies are successful in answering the question that's at hand. During the study itself, there may be interactions to make sure that when modifications come up or issues come up, that the primary analysis is kept in mind. And then obviously once the data is collected, the pharmacometrics analysis is done in terms of the PK, PD, and disease analysis, so that at the end of the day, we have the most knowledge generated from the study and are best able to impact pediatric therapeutics.